Hello, this time I want to show you how to detail strip the Glock 26 Generation 4. First thing we do is we make sure that the gun is empty. Therefore we put out the magazine, pull the slide back, hold the slide with the slide catch. As you can see, no round in. Pull the trigger, pull the slide a bit back. Then pull the slide lock lever on both sides down and let the slide forward go out. Then we take out the spring and the barrel. The Glock 26 is now field stripped. Now we will detail strip the slide, therefore you need the Glock tool. We go in with the Glock tool between the firing pin and the firing pin channel liner, and then we push the firing pin channel liner forward, and then we can put the plate, the slide cover plate up. Be careful because there are two springs behind. Then take the slide cover plate out. Now you can take out the firing pin. And the extractor, depressor, plunger. You can remove the spring here. And also you could remove this bearing. Next thing we do is we disassemble the firing pin. Therefore we use a trick. We put the firing pin with this side back in again. This part is on the slide. Now you can put down the spring and take out the firing pin spring cups and the firing pin spring. And now you can remove the firing pin channel liner from the firing pin, and the firing pin is now completely disassembled. Next we put out the extractor. Therefore we make pressure on the firing pin safety. Just put it in with the thumb. Put the extractor a bit outside and then let it fall out. Then take out the firing pin safety. And the slide is completely disassembled. For the front side you need this tool from Glock. There's a screw in here, and with this tool you can easily unlock the screw, and then we will get out the front side. For the rear side there's another tool from Glock. It's this tool. You put it on the slide. Then tighten the screw, and then you can remove the side, and when you have the new side you can put it on with this tool. Now we detail strip the grip. First thing we do is we push out the locking block. Take a Glock tool, push with some pressure on it, and it will come out. Here we have the locking block pin. Next we put out the trigger pin. Therefore you move the slide catch a bit. Then push pressure on it and it should go out very easy. The reason why we move the slide catch is because it holds this pin, and when you don't move it you won't get it out and you have to take much pressure, but it will not work. So you just move it and it will go out very easy. Now we take out the locking block. Therefore we go with the Glock tool in this way. It will come out. Then we push out the trigger housing pin, also with the tool, push it through. On Generation 4 you have the multiple back strap. It will go up like this way. Now you can remove the trigger bar with the trigger housing, with the ejector. You can take off the trigger bar from the trigger housing when you pull it forward and then put it on the left. Here we have the connector. To remove the connector we use a screwdriver. We go in from behind. Then put it out. There are 3 types originally from Glock, connector types. One with a minus, one with nothing and one with a plus. The one with minus is 2 kilo trigger pull, the one with nothing is 2.5 kilo and the one with plus is 3 kilo trigger pull. You can also remove the trigger spring. I don't do this in this video, but if you do it, be careful that when you reassemble it, it should look like an S. Hope you can see it. Looks like an S at this point. Next thing we do is we remove the slide lock lever. Therefore we put pressure with the Glock tool on the spring in here. And the spring holds this plate with this little rail here. You could also release the magazine catch. Therefore you need a screwdriver. You would go in here and put pressure with the screwdriver on the spring here, and you will put it on the right side and a bit back, and it will snap out. And then you can take pliers and pull it out from the hole. Then you have the spring out, and then you can remove the magazine catch. When you have removed the magazine catch, you can give it in the other direction for left-handed shooters, and then the magazine release button will be on this side. On Glock Generation 4 you don't need any other parts if you want to make that change, because the magazines look like this and they work on both sides, and also the magazine catch is designed for both sides. When you have changed the direction, you put in the spring again in the hole, and then also take the screwdriver and put it back in again. Then you could also remove this spring here. Just take some pliers and pull it out from the frame. So now let's reassemble the Glock. First thing we do is we put in the slide lock lever. Be careful, because there's only one right direction. This rail here has to be on the back and on the upside. What we do is we push pressure on the spring, then it will go in halfway, and then we release the spring, take pressure on it, and it's installed again. Next thing we do is we put in the connector in the trigger housing. Just put it in that way. Then take the trigger bar, pull it forward, take it to the left, and it's in again. Now install it in the frame. So it's in again. Then we take the multi-wheel back strap. We go in here. And then we install the trigger housing pin. Then we take the locking block, put it in this way. Now we install the locking block pin. Next we take the slide catch, and be careful, this spring must be under the locking block pin. So that's the reason why I installed the locking block pin first. Put in slide catch like this, and we move again when we install the trigger pin. Should go very easy. Put in the trigger pin, move the slide catch, and it's in again, and it works. So now the grip is reassembled again. Now we reassemble the extractor depressor plunger. We put on the spring. And the spring-loaded bearing. Now we reassemble the firing pin. Therefore we take the slide, take the firing pin channel liner, put it on this side. We use our trick, we put in these parts in the wrong direction. Then we take the firing pin spring and we reassemble the firing pin spring cups. So you put down the spring, install the first cup, the second cup, and the firing pin is reassembled again. Now we put in the firing pin safety. This direction, this hole. Put it in. Next is the extractor. Push in the firing pin safety and place the extractor in here. Now we put in the extractor depressor plunger and the firing pin. Now we take the slide cover plate. Make pressure with your Glock tool on the firing pin. And now on the depressor plunger. And then put the plate in the whole way. Then you take the barrel, put it in, the spring, and now put the slide back on the grip. Install the magazine, and your Glock is reassembled again. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Bye bye.